So hot. So hot. Hi everyone. It's bloody hot in Durban. Hello. I'm drinking coffee even though it's so hot. I should be having iced coffee. Hi everybody. Good morning. I look so hectic. I'm sorry. It's just I couldn't do anything with this heat. How hot it is today. Where you guys from? Where's everybody? What's the weather there? Here it's 37, I think, last I checked. Oh, it's cloudy. I love that. I want it to be cloudy. But it's gonna rain. And that's what I don't like about summer. It thunders, it rains, it gets hectic. So far it is 36 degrees. It's gonna be 38 as well. And then it's gonna rain and thunderstorm. Cloudy in my area. Oh, I prefer cloudy. Just there's no breeze right now. I don't like the weather. I'm not a summer girl. Every day in summer I complain. Cloudy but hot. Okay, I know that feeling when it's like hot and sticky, but it's no sun. Guys, I hope you all have your notebooks. I hope you all have your notebooks. 28 degrees, but a high would be 32. Ooh. I did enjoy my Christmas. My family has made me this event organizer. So they ask for everything from me. So I did enjoy my Christmas, but I was running around chasing after people, and I don't know why. Maybe because I'm the only organized person and I create these spreadsheets and the budget and this is the plan and this is what we're gonna do. So then everything like falls on me. So I did enjoy it, but I feel like I was working. I feel like I was at a job. I was writing some affirmations this morning, right here. So my main focus this year is to be debt free. That's one thing I want you to write down on your journal. This year's focus. Write down what's your focus for 2025. What's your focus for 2025? So my focus is to be debt free, even though it looks impossible right now, but I want to focus on it. I want to just focus on that. And you never know. I could have a very good month where I make so much sales or something goes really well, financially. And because my focus is on debt, I'll just take that money and put it into debt. So I have to stay focused. So write down what's your main focus for 2025. And then under that, write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I wrote 7. Write 5 to 7 affirmations that are dedicated to that. So I'm going to read out mine for inspiration, because I know some of you guys is also to be debt free. Your focus is also to be debt free. Your theme for the year, your biggest goal, whatever you want to call it, but your focus, your theme, your goal. Um, One of my clients are here. I can see her. She says she was just catching up on the other live, and her main focus last year was to be debt free, and she became debt free. Now her main focus this year is to save as much as she can and invest and grow her wealth. So we're not going to have the same goals. We're not on the same journey, but we are all trying to become the better version of ourselves, the best version of ourselves. And we're going to use 2025 to do that. So I'm going to read my affirmations because my goal is to be debt free. But if you have a different goal, maybe it's to own a home, maybe it's to find love, I don't know. Maybe it's to get pregnant, which was my focus last year, and it didn't happen. So I'm shifting that focus. I'm now focusing on just paying off debts and enjoying what I currently have. Um, Whatever your focus is, write your affirmations according to that focus. So, affirmation number 1 is I am so happy to pay off my loan. That's affirmation number 1. I am so happy to pay off my loan. Number 2, I release all financial burdens and embrace abundance. I release all financial burdens and embrace abundance. Number 3, my debt is shrinking and my wealth is growing. That's number 3. My debt is shrinking and my wealth is growing. Number 4, I prioritize paying off debt while building my financial future. I prioritize paying off debt while building my financial future. Number 5, I take consistent and meaningful steps towards financial freedom. I take consistent and meaningful steps towards financial freedom. Number 6, I see myself living a prosperous and an abundant life without debt. I see myself living a prosperous and an abundant life without debt. Number 7, the last one I wrote, being debt free is my reality. I feel the freedom and peace it brings in my life. Being debt free is my reality. I feel the freedom and peace it brings in my life. I'll read them all again. So maybe you can repeat after me if you are in the same journey. Number 1, I am so happy to pay off our loan. I am so happy to pay off our loan. I release all financial burdens and embrace abundance. I release all financial burdens and embrace abundance. My debt is shrinking and my wealth is growing. My debt is shrinking and my wealth is growing. I prioritize paying off debt while building my financial future. I prioritize paying off debt while building my financial future. I take consistent and meaningful steps towards financial freedom. I take consistent and meaningful steps towards financial freedom. I see myself living a prosperous and an abundant life without debt. I see myself living a prosperous and an abundant life without debt. Being debt free is my reality. I feel the freedom and peace it brings in my life. That one is my favorite. The second to last one, the one that says, I see myself living a prosperous and an abundant life without debt. Um, I see other people living a prosperous life, but they have so much debt and they are okay with it. They living that, flashy luxury life, but they have all this debt that they have to pay off. I don't want that. I want to live that luxury, prosperous life, but without debt. So I am being very specific there. And then that last one, the reason why I really like that last one is, okay, I'm going to read it again. Being debt free is my reality. I feel the freedom and peace it brings in my life. It focuses on the feeling that you get from whatever you are trying to achieve, which makes it more achievable because now your focus is on the feeling, not really on that goal. Because when you focus on just the goal and you reach it, it's like, okay, now what? What's the next one? But if you focus on the feeling, what it does for you is it changes your life, Um, so I just want that feeling of peace and freedom. Peace and freedom is my number one goal. Peace and freedom is my number one goal. So I want you to, we're going to focus on like the first quarter. Um, Guys, I write a lot of affirmations, hey? You need to start doing that. And I'll tell you why. This is going to be a mini Bible study version now. So if you read Exodus 2, is it 2? 3. 3 verse 12 to 15. I don't have my Bible with me, it's in my bedroom because I was reading it last night, but I'll use my app here. So open your apps or your Bible if you have it with you. If you don't have an app, just Google Exodus 3, verse 12 to 15. So I'm opening my app. And for our Bible study starting tomorrow, we're going to start at Genesis. Is it Genesis or Genesis? I don't know. My grand calls it Genesis. Okay. Exodus 3, verse 12 to 15. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to read it just quickly. Okay. So a little bit of context. So the Israelites were in Egypt and they were being treated like slaves and being abused by the Egyptians. And God heard their cry, and sent Moses to rescue them. Okay, that's just basically, I'm just going to brush it up like that. So in 11, where you see here, it says, Moses said to God, I'm not a great man. How can I be the one to go to Pharaoh? Pharaoh is the king, and lead the Israelites out of Egypt. And then 12, that's where we're starting now. God said, you can do it because I will be with you. First of all, write that down. You can do it because I will be with you. Write it in your tense. I can do it because God is with me. Just whatever it is that God is giving you the vision to do, you can do it because God is with you. Okay, so write that down. Let's carry on reading. I'll start again. God said, you can do it because I will be with you. This will be the proof that I am sending you. After you lead the people out of Egypt, you will come and worship me on this mountain. Then Moses said to God, but if I go to the Israelites and say to them, the God of your ancestors sent me. Then the people will ask, what is his name? What should I tell him? So Moses is like, if I tell them that, okay, the God of Abraham and Jacob, and if you know Genesis, the God of them sent me to come and rescue and take you out of here. And if the Israelites are like, okay, what is the name of that God? Moses is like, what should I tell them? This is the answer that changed the game for me. 14 and 15. Then God said to Moses, tell them, I am who I am. When you go to the Israelites, tell them, I am sent me to you. Oh, I think those damn monkeys are here. So I'll repeat that again. 14. Okay, the verse we are currently reading right now is Exodus. I don't know how to say the word. Hopefully, I'm saying it right. Exodus 3 from 12 to 15. Okay. We are on 14 now. Then God said to Moses, tell them, I am who I am. When you go to the Israelites, when you go to those people and you're saving them and they ask you who sent you, tell them, I am sent you. And God said, tell the Israelites that you were sent by Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob. This will always be my name. It is how I want people to remember me from now. Some of you are probably thinking, Norma, why are you like excited? I am. I am. When you say I am, you are calling God. You are including God to whatever you are saying. God is a creator. He created you in his image. And he spoke into darkness. Let there be light. And light was formed. Let the clouds be here. Let the ocean stop here. He created, he spoke. He said, God is within you. You will not fail. God is within her. She will not fail. If you speak and say to the mountain, move, the mountain will move. When you call on God, when you say, I am, you're including God. So when you say things like, I am a failure, I am broke, I am stupid, I am whatever, you are creating because you've got the power within you. Back in those times in the Bible, the chosen one could speak to God, like Abraham, etc. But then after Jesus came and Jesus had to leave, he even told his 12 disciples that I have to go so that I can send the helper because I'm healing people, but there's so many people that need healing, so many people that need help. And I need to send the helper. So Jesus passed away. 3 days later, he rose. And then after that, the Pentecost happened. I don't know if you guys have read the Bible up until there, where the Holy Spirit comes in, fills up the room, and everybody can speak the same language because now we are all filled with the Holy Spirit. It's within us. So when you say, I am, you are speaking life into your life. And whether you're saying something bad or good, it's going to happen. So you have to change your beliefs. Starts right here. Change your beliefs so that whatever you speak is life that you believe in, because it will happen. It will happen. So your beliefs create your thoughts, things that you think about. So whatever you believe in will be something you think of. So whenever when you believe that money is evil, you will think everyone who has money is evil. Like, I've noticed how people hate the Kardashians, and I don't mean to bring them in here. I'm just making an example. I've noticed how many people follow them, but all the followers that follow them hate them. And it's because they look at them like, oh, they have all this money, oh, and they do nothing. It creates this evil thought. So your beliefs, change your beliefs. Believe that I am meant for success. I am meant for prosperity. I'm abundance. I live a peaceful, financial, free life. I am going to live in that area that I've always wanted to live. I never thought I was going to live in Umhlanga, ever. But I wanted that. So I had to change my beliefs. So change your thought, your beliefs, because your beliefs create your thoughts. Your beliefs naturally create your thoughts. Your thoughts will create your words. So your beliefs is up here. Your beliefs is God. You believe in God. You believe in, whatever you believe in. They will create your thoughts. That's what you think of. That's what you know. That's what you your life is directed by that, by your beliefs. So whatever you're thinking is because it's what you believe. So then your thoughts will create your words. Your words, your I ams, whatever you are saying, will create your actions. What you do is what you say, is what you think, is what you believe. And then your words and your actions create your reality. That's how it works. It all starts here. You believe it, you think it, you say it, you act, you become. Everything you are seeing right now was once someone's thoughts. Someone thought, what if I created a laptop that doesn't need to be charged on, you know, the wall all day long because there was already computers? What if I create like something where you can shut and make it small and put it in your bag? What if I can actually create that? Someone thought, what if I created a cell phone that is wireless? Would that be something, if that person didn't even think of that, it wasn't going to become, you know, what if I create like a table where people can sit and eat and write or whatever? So people can stop writing on the floor. Everything starts here. Everything. And now that you know that God says He is I am, you are going to start being careful whatever you're speaking over your life. Whenever you say I am, you're going to be like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Okay, don't say it, don't say it. Okay, you thought about it, but don't say it. Change it now. I am so blessed. Whenever you think like you're at work and you are drained and you want to be like, oh, I'm just over this place. I hate my life. I blah, blah. You're going to change it now. You're going to be like, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that I have a job. I'm so thankful that I have an income. I'm so thankful that God is finding a better place for me while I'm here. Because just because now your thoughts are more positive and your words are more positive doesn't take away what is actually happening that is pissing you off. So I'm not saying that, you have to be positive and be thankful to negative situations. I'm just saying don't focus on the negative situation. Speak life on the positive that you want, that you envision for yourself over speaking life over the negative one. So what I mean by that is focus on what you want rather than focusing on what you don't want. A lot of people focus on what they don't want, but they speak more life to it. I hope that makes sense. So I wanted to teach you the power of I am, because I know that the name affirmations and manifestation and now has been made to be this evil thing. Obviously, if we are doing it through other things, witches and stuff, that's obviously magic and evil. But if you're doing it through the Holy Spirit, the helper that was sent to you, you have the power to speak life upon your life. You have a relationship with God on your own journey. I'm just there to remind you a few things, but you have your own journey and you can pray for whatever you want, which they call it meditation now. You can have your quiet time and pray for whatever you want and focus on what you want. So I'm going to read some of my I ams, and this is just because I am quite transparent as a person. So after I did the Bible study here, I am, so I summarized it to God is saying, if you will be fine, you will do whatever you have to do. How did he word it? So I can say it in his way. This is on 12, eh? God said on 12, you can do it because I will be with you. So I love that. So God answers, you can do it because I will be with you. Remind yourself that whenever you have a vision for something, whenever you're doing your vision board, because that's number one, let's do our vision board. Remind yourself that I can do it because God is with me. And then another way that God replied here was, I am who I am. Tell them I am sent you. And then he also added there that this is my eternal name. This is God's eternal name, I am. So when you say I am, you're calling God. So I wrote some I ams after that. I am safe. I am loved. I am enough. I'm a great wife. I am a mother. I am a mother of whatever kids I want. I am respectful. I'm smart. I'm protected. I am abundantly blessed. I'm successful. I'm beautiful. I'm a homeowner. I am guided by the Holy Spirit every day. I am cleansed. I am healthy. I'm protected. I'm debt free. I'm a millionaire. So whatever you want, just write it. Like I went through a difficult time with fertility. Obviously, you guys already know for the past 2 years. And it's easy for me to say, oh, I am never going to have other babies. It's easy for me to say things like that. And I don't want to speak life to that. So I have to write it down. Like I'm a mother of 2 kids or 3 kids or whatever I dream of, and focus on that because God is with me, so it will happen. Remember? Everything will happen because God is with you. So that was 3 verse 12. Okay, that little Bible study time is over. So the first thing I want you guys to write down, so obviously you've wrote down quite a few notes, I'm sure, but the first thing I want you to write down is my vision and goal. If you've already done your vision board, then you are perfectly fine. So I want you to visualize, remember your beliefs, or what you actually want for the first quarter. Visualize what you want for quarter one. So by March, this is what I want. Even if it means you break down your very big goal. So I'm going to make an example. My very big goal is to pay off debt. And the amount that I owe in my loan is 280K. So if I go 280,000 and I divide it by 4 quarters, it's 70K per quarter. So my vision by March is to have paid 70,000 Rand to my debt. If I do that by March, it means I'm close. Now it takes away from focusing on the whole 280,000, and I just focus on the 70, and another 70, and another 70, and then I'm done. Okay, so I want you to break up your big goal into little quarters. It doesn't have to be money. It can be weight. I want to lose 15 kgs this year. I gained so much this year. So if I go 15 kgs divided by 4 quarters, that means I need to use 3.7, so 4 kgs this quarter, which is around 1 kg and a bit a month. Okay, that sounds more achievable now than to focus on a whole 15. Okay, so that's what I want you to do. Write down your plan for the future, your vision, your goal. And then number 2, I want you to also focus on saving 3 to 6 months of income. So remember the topic of this live is how can you make 2025 your best year yet? How can you make 2025 your best year? And you are a creator, okay? Hear me. Like literally, this has worked for me. And I really hope that everyone who's here is going to apply everything I've told you. You are a creator. This is the perfect time for you to start creating the life of your dreams. You cannot do it alone. You're not meant to do it alone. God is here to help you. Don't try and do everything on your own. You're going to struggle and you'll fail. Don't do it alone. Invite God to help you. Be focused. Surround yourself with the real people that are going to speak life into your life and are going to help you. If you've got friends, family members that are negative, that like to gossip, that like to take shortcuts and do things that are not aligned with your faith, don't cut them off, but take a break. Like, give them space. They're going to start seeing that, whoa, you're so positive, you're so aligned, your spiritual journey has grown so much that you've got so many blessings coming your way. Because people can see, they can see when you are now in tuned. They call it the third eye in this other, world. They try and take away from what the Bible calls it. So prayer, they call it meditation, like speaking, saying, calling God and saying, I am this. They call it affirmations. Your Holy Spirit that guides you, they call it a third eye, intuition, pineal gland, whatever. But there are people that you will be around that will close your third eye, your intuition, your Holy Spirit, because they make you drink a lot. Sorry, someone is calling me. They make you drink a lot. Why do you think alcohol is called a spirit? Alcohol closes your intuition, your Holy Spirit, your third eye. You do not hear that little voice that tells you, don't do this, don't do that, because you are like numb. It goes straight to your brain, and it's a whole video. But you can also watch a lot of videos about what alcohol does to you as a spiritual being. So, sorry. So be careful of people who are like that. Be in tune. Read the Bible more or pray more, and God will start showing you those people that you need to back off from a little bit because they're holding you back. Now, you are a creator. You have to take this time or this life as a blessing in disguise, because you're going to start off your year in the best way. The best way, because you're going to have the guidance and the tools that you need to achieve. And the tools are free. The Bible is for everybody. It's free. Like, it's going to show you exactly what you need to do. Exactly what you need to do. It's going to also show you you're not alone. Like, When you read stories like Sarai, who has been trying to have a baby, and you realize, oh, okay, I'm not alone. You read stories, when my mom was going through a few things. She's from a family of 8 siblings, no, 7 siblings, she's 8. And she was the only one who was not married. And she felt less than and blah, blah. And then I'd read her like Bible stories that show her that, so you're not alone. Other people have been through this. And other people who went through this are in the lineage of Jesus. So you're not alone. And that's why I love the Bible, because it shows you that whatever is going on now it has happened before. But Exodus 3, verse 12, what does it say? Anything you want to do, you'll do because God is with you. So you can create and start now. It's January 4th. Like, what a head start. Some people are not even thinking of this. Some people are going to find this video, this live video, in June. And it's okay if they find it in June. But they will be watching this wishing they found it in Jan, like you. So I want you to focus on. Sorry, my mom is here and she wants to see me. I want you to focus on saving 3 to 6 months of income. So whatever your income is, try and save that, and then that's 1 month, and then try and save another one, that's 2 months. And then when you get to 3 months, okay, you've reached goal number one, and then like push up until 6 months. So that's going to be your emergency fund goal amount. So I don't know what your income is. So you know your income. If your income is 15,000, then you know that your first goal is 45,000. And then if you have that as an emergency fund, you know you've got 3 months of income saved. So first goal is to have a vision, grow your so 10,000. So by when you reach 30,000, you've got 3 months of income saved. And then when you reach 6 months, it's 60,000. So your big goal is 60,000. But starting at 10 is perfect, and then just grow from there. Okay, so number one, we're focusing on our vision, on planning for our future. And we're going to start with quarter number one, with the first quarter. Write down your goal and break it down into quarter number one. Number two is to try and save 3 to 6 months of income. Number three is to tackle your debt if you have debt. If you have debt, tackle your debt. Don't pay just the minimum. That is a trap. If I pay just the minimum, I have 59 months to go with my loan. Let me calculate for you. If I pay just the minimum, it'll be like 500,000. No. If I pay just the minimum, I'm going to pay 570,000 Rand. If I just pay the minimum for 59 months. But if I pay the extra that I want to pay this year, which is 70,000 a month. So if I go 20,000 plus the 9,000, so 29,000, times that by 10 months, I'll pay 290,000. You guys can see that. And the angle is off here. So now there's 290,000 minus the 570,000. Oh my gosh. Like if I pay just the minimum, I'll pay 280,000 more. This 280,000 is there to make the bank rich. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I am going to be debt free this year. Like doing that calculation just scared me. And that's what you need to do. Visualize it. Visualize, okay, if I go this way, this is what I'll do. If I go this way, this is what I'll do. What way will work for me? I will sacrifice shopping for clothes. I don't know, whatever I wanted to buy. I wanted a new camera that can wait up until I pay off my debt, and maybe actually to award myself for paying off my debt is buying myself a new camera. Yeah, and that can be a little reward. That's number three. So tackle your debt. Don't just pay minimum payments. It's a trap. It's a lie. Don't pay minimum payments. Pay more. We are doing a no. How much do I charge to help someone? So we do. I do have budget coaching, which is 555. But also, if you fill in the link, I will have a link somewhere on the description when I save this video of financial advice. But then there's a lot of people there, so I might not get to you like this month or even next month. So it's up to you. So if you have the 555, you'll be a priority. But if you don't have the 555, you're just going to have to wait a little bit up until I can fit you in. Where was I? I love that. I want to do a no spend. Oh yes, thank you. We are doing a no spend. No, actually, no spend sounds very impossible, even though it is a no spend. But I'm calling it a low buy. Yes, and the focus is to pay off debt. Just like you, Lisa. We are doing a low buy challenge, and I'm calling it the Glow Up Diaries. It's on Instagram. I'll be doing like daily updates, daily posting, how much I am putting away. So every day I'm putting away 200 Rand just because I have access to money because I have a business. So if you don't have that access, put away whatever. Every day I'm putting 200 Rand, and I've created like these trackers. So it is a subscription just because I'm posting daily, and I'm creating all of these PDFs and stuff. You don't have to join, but if you would like to, it will be very motivating to follow along. I've created like this tracker, and there's 50 leaves over here. And every time you save 200 Rand, it's you color it in, and when you complete it, it's 10,000 Rand. So currently I'm on my Time Bank account. There. Ah, no buy challenge, 400 Rand, and I've gained a little interest of 77 cents. So I'm gonna do this every day. Every day, if I have 200 Rand, I'm putting it in because I will end up spending the 200 Rand on like Uber Eats or something stupid. And then once I finished the tracker, the 10,000, I'm gonna take the 10,000 and put into my loan. And I'm gonna show everyone in the Glow Up Diaries group of how I'm doing that, and when I finish it and transferring the 10,000 into the loan. And there's other people as well in the Glow Up Diary group that is doing the low buy challenge. So we're going to do a low buy challenge. We're going to do a debt attack challenge. We're also going to do obviously setting goals and stuff. What else are we going to do? Yeah, each month there's going to be new challenges. Or we're also going to do a habit challenge. So we're going to create habits. So remember, we are glowing up. One of the habits is to fast on like a certain day. So fast meat or whatever. One of the challenges is to read the Bible on Saturday. We're going to do some Bible studies, drink water, etc. And then we're just going to track it and keep each other accountable because this is the year to glow up. And glowing up starts within. So you have to start with your faith, your spirit. And once that has been recharged, I said yesterday in the live, you feed your stomach, you charge your phone, you charge your laptop, you pay for DSTV, Wi-Fi, whatever. But when do you feed your faith? When do you charge your spirit? Do you just go out there and intake other people's spirits? Be careful of that. People at work, in the malls, in the Ubers, in the whatever. There's a lot of spirits everywhere. Get home, pray. Holy Spirit, cleanse me from any spirits that does not belong to me. Anything that was not sent to you, send it back to wherever it belongs. I don't want any spirits of bad luck. I don't want any spirit of the spirits. You don't want to be taking in spirits, just spirits of poverty and things. Cancel that in Jesus' name. Number 4, so we said number 1 is to plan for the future. Number 2 is to save 3 to 6 months of income and make that your emergency fund goal. Number 3 is to tackle your debt and not pay just the minimum. I am doing a low buy challenge this year to do that. And also, I'm posting aggressively on YouTube, as you can see. Hello. And I'm hoping to make a lot of money from YouTube ads to be able to pay off my debt. Number 4 is retirement. Retirements. Please, on the chat here, send a flower if you have a retirement fund. Provident Fund, retirement annuity. Provident Fund is not enough, guys. I don't know how to say it. I don't want you to get to the age of 60 and look back and be like, my God, Norma told me when I was 30 that this Provident Fund is not enough, and now I don't know what to do. So put a sunflower on the chat or whatever flower if you have a retirement fund. If you don't, say it. I need a retirement annuity. It literally starts at 500 Rand. Obviously, what I do when I do retirement planning, I do full planning when we have our one-on-ones. I don't just say, okay, that's what you want. Okay, here we go. I do full planning. I have to check that you are protected, your kids are protected, your dependents are protected. If your dependent is your mom, your family is protected at an event of you losing your job or something happening to you, your income is protected. And then I also have to check that you have got wealth growing, like your retirement. That's the start. And then once you have your retirement, let's build your investments as well. Let's do something for, you've got a child who's 4. Let's get something for them so that when they turn 18 and they go to university, there's a massive lump sum for them that has been growing, starting at like 500 Rand a month, like a nice trust. So I check you're protected, but I also check that you have wealth growing. And guys, nobody wants to work forever. I am 33 and I'm already like, no, So can you imagine being 55 and still have to go to work for another 10 years? And what causes that is that that if you have to stop working now, you cannot retire comfortably. And when I say retire comfortably, I mean the income that you're currently earning. Let's say, for example, you're earning 25,000 a month. If you had to retire now, that Provident Fund will not be able to pay you 25,000 a month up until you are 90. So if you take your retirement age that you want, let's say, for example, you're like, Norma, I'm going to retire at 55. I don't want to work after 55. I want to travel. I want to be with my grandkids. I want to do this. I want to do that. And what a lot of people do in my culture is they retire, they take that lump sum, and then they renovate their house, and then they don't have any money. Like, you can do that now. Renovate while you're building a nice retirement. If you had to decide that, yeah, no, please get a retirement annuity on top of it. You need to boost it. Manana, boost it. Okay, you need to message me and we can boost that. And then for 5 years, you can live off your Provident Fund when you retire. And then after the 5 years, your retirement annuity will kick in. And I will calculate for you. I will I will message you then on Instagram. Message me. Um, so if I go 90, because we budget up until 90 for women, because we live long in men for some odd reason. And let's say, for example, you like, Norma, when I retire at 55, as I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to take 90 years old, oh gosh, minus 55. Ugh. You need an income that will last you 35 years. So, Manana, if you're telling me the Provident Fund will last around 5 years, so let's say you retire at 60, and when you're 65, this is the last year you're receiving that income. What are you going to do after that? You're going to need grant. It's not enough. I have to tell you the hard truth. It's not enough. Grant is not enough. You have to ask yourself, you don't want to be the reason for black tax again. And I know I'm not being harsh or mean. I just have to be honest, because I have a lot of clients. I have clients that have made it to 60 that don't have a retirement. And we're trying to figure it out now for them for the next 5 years while they're at work. One of them is a nurse. She's like, I've only got 5 more years left as a nurse, Norma. This is my Provident Fund, and I calculated it's only going to last you this long. So we're trying to figure out now what can she do to build up an investment in retirement. It's not enough. And the grant, which is helpful, it's costing the government a lot of money, billions, which is creating all this inflation and this hecticness and increasing your tax that you're paying every month, but your income is not increasing. So petrol is going up, bread, everything's going up, but your income is not going up. That means you cannot afford the life you're living anymore. You are in the States, you are struggling to pay off a loan, you're struggling to live without using your credit card to sort out some bills because of the crisis that South Africa is going through. But we can eliminate that for our future and for our children's future. I don't want at the age of 65 to put pressure on Skylar when she finally finds her first job and she now has to get a car and she has to pay this installment for a car, which is like probably 5,000 a month. And then she has to get an apartment because maybe she works at Cape Town and I live in Durban. An apartment is another 10,000 a month. So now it's 15,000. So when she gets paid her 30, 15 is already going on to her main bills. And then she's also got other bills and electricity and stuff. And then she's got mom. She has to send money back home to mom to help mom. I wanted to send me money because she felt like it. I wanted to send me money because it's my birthday or take me on a trip or whatever she feels like doing. I don't want to pressure her to add me onto her bills because I didn't get proper financial planning. And it's not because we are being lazy or anything. We're just not taught. We're not educated about this. It's not exposed to us that sitting with the financial advisor, it's okay. You're going to get financial planning. The financial advisor let me speak for me. I want the best for my clients. If you're telling me you have children, you have this and this and this, I want to make sure that in an event of anything happening to you, whether it's death or not, if it's just disability, you lose your job, if it's retrenchment or whatever, your kids are still taken care of though. Things like this are still covered. Your retirement, you're still contributing monthly to it. I don't want to get to the age of 60. Skylar's trying to figure things out. She just got her first job. She just got her first car, but she can't be happy with all of this because She has to take care of home. She has to like sort out home because Norma, her mom, didn't sort out home because she didn't know. And that's unfortunately what we are going through. And they didn't know. Our parents didn't know. But we know. So I'm gonna keep like educating you. And one day when you benefit, because this is your money, retirement is your money. It's not coming to me. I'm not even going to get paid by you if you sign up for retirement with me. I get paid by Liberty. But one day when your investments start paying you every month from the age of 60 and you have retired and you've got a 20,000 that gets paid out to you and your financial advisor planned it to the point where it stops at 90. You've got enough up until 90. And when it pays you that 20,000 doesn't mean now it stops at 90. That 20,000, you probably got another 1,000 that you're putting into investments from that 20,000 that you get paid. So by the age of 90, when your retirement stops, you've got a big investment that's going to pay you dividends or whatever. Your financial advisor will set you up for success. One day you will look back and be like, there is this girl called Mama that I met on YouTube when I was 28. I signed up for this, and now I look back like, wow, it changed my life. And I told all my kids to make sure that they're sorted. And my grandkids now have property, they now have this generational wealth because, if I start now to put an investment for Scala for just 1,000, I can tell you now, this 1,000, I can spend it on just Zara pants because I love Zara. They have nice clothes. Zara pants are around 899 and more. But if I sacrifice 1,000 a month to put into Scala's investments, when Scala completes university, which is in like 11 years, no, completes high school, which is in 11 years. And then after that, it will be university. When she completes university, Skylar I have budgeted over 1 million that will buy her own first home. She won't have to worry about a mortgage. You see what Skylar's parents have done now? They have created generational wealth for Skylar. When she gets her first job, her budget is not worrying about, I have to pay rent and I have to pay for my car, I have to send money home. Her budget is not about that. Her budget is about also investing and building wealth. So maybe the property that we buy for Skylar or that she buys for herself or whatever she decides to do, she can get tenants and she has now got another income from that home because maybe she might not need that house. Maybe she's going to leave university and get married. I don't know. Yeah, so I hope that this was an eye opener to how the generational curse, generational wealth is created. And we can stop it. We can stop it. And we can educate our kids. Skylar has a binder. There's a little binder over here. She really knows, Mommy, I want to buy this, but I don't have enough money. It's starting to become a thing in her that, okay, in order for me to get money, Mommy will ask me to sort out her papers and put stuff next to the printer, makes it easy for me when I'm printing stuff and things like that. So we can stop this curse, generational curse. We are the creators, and you are so blessed to have, this YouTube platform that's going to educate you because there is no course, that I know that is available that is teaching all of these things. Maybe there is. I just don't know it. My coffee is cold. Last one. So we spoke about retirement. That was a very big one. Invest for your future. Even if you don't have investments, have a retirement. There's something called the two-pot system with your retirement now. One pot is your savings pot, and the other pot is your retirement pot. So if you at a crisis in 5 years of building your retirement, you've got a savings pot to use those funds. I don't want you to touch them up until retirement, but also I don't want you to be in this hectic debt when you've got a savings pot in your retirement pot. So you've like, there's things out there, there's resources and tools out there for you. You just need to speak to the right people. Surround yourself with the right people. There's a saying about the 5 people around you is a definition of, I don't know how the saying goes, but be around people who will help you grow, who will, want the best for you, who will not gatekeep, you know? How does one break generational curse if one is in debt and doesn't have extra money? Excuse me. It's not my first time seeing your name, Praveshni. And I think you're also in the Debt Free Friends group. I've seen you actually talk a lot about trying to get a side hustle. Make that your focus this year. Because I don't want you to focus on something you know that is not achievable, because it's going to make you negative and make you feel like you're a failure and make you give up. So if you're focusing on just paying off debt, but you know you physically don't have the funds to pay off debt, then you are just going to be trying to focus on that, but mentally you're already like giving up because you're like, I don't know where I'm going to get this money. So focus on side hustles. Focus on how to make extra money. Focus on, I always say when I look at your budget, there is 3 things. It could be spending issue. Are you spending your money on things that you don't need to spend on right now and you could be putting into debt? Maybe you don't have a spending issue. Maybe all you're spending is your needs. That means it's not a spending issue. Maybe it's a strategy issue. Maybe there are some things that you can change up that could save you money. But what if it's not a strategy issue, it's not a spending issue, then it's an income issue. You are just not making enough. That's when you're going to put down your options. Getting another source of income, so a side hustle, asking for an increase at work. What's another one? Selling stuff you don't need. I don't have that perfume. There's these little perfumes, these black and white perfumes. Black for men, white for women. Those are doing really well. Build a skill. What are you good at? Remember yesterday, I don't know if you were in the live on Instagram, we spoke about how to find your purpose. What are you good at? I saw on TikTok a guy who is good at helping people pass their learners, like to learn how to drive. And like literally people are booking one-on-ones with him, like a group session thing. And he teaches people how to answer those answers on the K53 thing. So he figured that I'm good at this. And like he has like group sessions and people pay for that. So find your skill, find your purpose. Watch that live because I ask you 4 questions that are going to help you find your purpose. So find what you're good at. Are you good at doing hair? Are you good at nails? Whatever it is. Last one. So we spoke about your vision. We even spoke about affirmations and how God calls himself I am. Yay. Hey. We spoke about savings goals. So your emergency fund goal should be 3 to 6 months of your income. We spoke about tackling your debt aggressively. And then we spoke about retirement, because that's not going anywhere. Um, you don't want to work forever. KB, my husband, is a chef, and he tells me all the time how in the kitchen there's always this old man there who's still working because he doesn't have a retirement. He gets paid maybe like what, 10,000, and he knows that if he had to pension, if he had to drop and leave, he's going to only rely on grants, which is what, 1.8? How much is grant? 2,000 rand? I don't know how much is grant. I need to ask my grand. But it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not. Oh, okay. Then I should reach out to you if you're selling those perfumes. I need to buy for KB. I need the black ones. He likes only the Brave and what's that other one that he likes? Yeah, I need to buy from you, and then I can arrange courier guy to collect it. Um, you have a lifestyle that you're living, and if you look at your budget, because your numbers won't lie, your budget is going to tell you the truth. If your lifestyle is costing you 16,000 a month, and this old man, for example, gets paid 20,000 a month, and if he had to leave because now he is 62, whatever, and get paid a grant of 2,000 a month, okay, you're going to have to lower your lifestyle, make some changes, okay? But how low can you go? That means his kids are going to have to send money home and take care of home, which is fine. But now the kids can't use that money to invest and grow their future and buy their home and get married. You know, some people are struggling to even get married because lobola is too much. This is too much. It's a lot. There's not enough money that people are making. But let me tell you something. There is so much money to be made online. There's so much money to be made online. I don't have a TV in my house. I don't have a TV in my house. If I sit down and I'm watching a show, and I know you're probably going to think this is a toxic mindset, I feel like I could be doing something that will bring me money because I'm not at the point where I should be relaxing. I know it sounds toxic, sounds bad, but I don't drink. I don't have time to sit and just drink alcohol like I'm celebrating something. I will. I will drink. I'll have a glass of champagne or whatever. Gin. I love gin. I love gin, but I haven't drank in like, I don't know, over a year. I'll have that when I pay off my debt. When I pay off that loan, I will have a glass of gin and tonic with lemon. I used to love that drink. Straighten the triple berry with some tonic and lemon. Just one glass was enough for me. But right now I don't have money to buy Stretton. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And it's just because my why is so big. You have to have a why that's going to make you just feel like, what is prescribed date? What is prescribed date? Sorry, I'm just not sure. The last one, fifth point is to increase your income, which obviously we just spoke about. And find a way to increase your income this year. This year, we all having more than one stream of income. One income is not enough. And you also want to teach your kids about this mentality of starting a business or making means to make money online. I'm a 90s kid. We are the ones that came with social media. I remember life without social media. I remember Mixit coming in. I even had BBM. I remember Facebook starting, Twitter before it became X. I remember a lot of things. I remember TikTok being called Musica. So I told KB, I remember telling him, I was like, I'm going to be pissed if Skylar grows up and becomes an influencer and just makes money at home and, doesn't have to go to work. And I couldn't do that. Meanwhile, I'm the one that came with the social media. Like I'm trying to say, social media belongs to the 90s kids. We supposed to know how to make money online because we are the ones that introduced social media. So I made it my goal. I made it my goal. I researched how do you make money from Google? How do you make money from YouTube? How do you make money? Google this month, this is me just being transparent. I didn't have a very good month, but it's just money from Google. So I'm grateful for that. So Google last December, gosh, paid me 1.5. Well, they haven't paid it out yet. And it is the 4th of January, and I have already made 484 Rand from Google. That's just Google. And then there's YouTube. So they pay at the same time because it's both like ads. I was like, I want to learn how to do that. How do you do that? How do you make money from Google? How does Google just pay you? How does Facebook pay you? Facebook is just being weird just because I've worked overseas before. So I've got two tax numbers because of New Zealand and stuff, and it's just giving me a hard time. So that's my goal this year is to fix that, and Facebook needs to pay me for my reels. I need to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. I've seen people make money from reels, like make a lot of money just by cleaning their house. So they record themselves cleaning their house, this ASMR content, which I love it. It's so addicting. But they make money, like they're not working. They just make money from that, and they get all these companies sending them stuff and sponsoring them using their cleaning products. I want to be able to do that. I want to know how to do that. Increase your income. If you know that, okay, I cannot leave my job or I don't want to apply for another job, then find a way to make money online. While I was working full time, I was making money online because I really started a YouTube channel, already started things. And I wasn't making a lot when I started. I wasn't making a lot. And there's so many videos I recorded without being paid. Let me tell you that. There's so many videos I recorded here for YouTube and didn't get a single cent. Now, those videos, they make me money. They're like investments. I recorded them, I didn't get a single return back then. But after I got monetized, every single video I recorded back then is now generating income for me. Nothing is wasted. Never feel like you're wasting your time when you are pouring into your future. Okay, so increase your income, learn a skill. Um, learn a skill. I would highly recommend tech. Learn something in tech, like digital marketing and things like that, like online social media, because you can do that while having a full-time job. And then your full-time job is just for bills. That's how I did it. Full-time job, I used to work at VC, Varsity College. That was just for bills. And then I also have Nomazdiary to sort out our savings, pour into the business, and also pay off debts. And that's how I paid off the loan the other time, the first loan that we were paying off. Because I had two incomes, I was never going to be able to do it with one income. It's not enough. It's not enough, guys. Um, so yeah, how can you make 2025 your best year? Best year yet? Have a vision. Save your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of income. Tackle your debts. It's hard to build wealth with debt. Invest for your future, your retirement. It starts with only 500 Rand a month. I can sign you up, I can help you. And then I will check in with you every anniversary to show you how much your money has grown. I've got a very good portfolio, that we've picked for funds to go into at Liberty, and just increase your income. Increase your income. Some people are into properties and stuff. Do that. If you're good at that, do that. Find what will work for you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Find what will work for you. When I started this budgeting cash envelopes and stuff, people thought I was crazy. My brother used to think, "What are you doing with those envelopes?" I'm like, I am saving money and I'm showing people how to do it. Like, I just saw your video on Instagram. I saw you with the envelope. What is that? Show me how to do that. And I'll show him, and he would like not take me serious. Now he's like, oh my God, what? Steve Harvey. He's like, I used to love making people laugh. And people used to think that's so crazy. He's now a millionaire. Kevin Hart, Trevor Noah. Nothing is stupid. Find what you love to do. Be very good at that. I said yesterday on our live on Instagram, don't spend your time trying to strengthen your weakness. Yes, you're going to work on your weakness. I've got my own weaknesses that I'm working on. But really spend a lot of time strengthening your strength. Whatever you're good at, be very good at it. At your job, whatever you're good at, be very good at it. If you're good at reports, be very good at that. Be irreplaceable. It's going to be hard to replace you. It's going to be hard for you to ask for a raise. Whatever you're good at, be very good at it. You're good at baking, improve. You know how to make fancy things. You know, there's a lady called Mbali, I think, on TikTok. She's doing so well because she's good at cleaning. Nothing is stupid. Find what you're good at. Really, improve that skill and watch the money just flow in. Oh yeah, put it out there. Put it online. Your clients are online. There's going to be some clients here, but there's more clients online. You guys found me because I put myself online. Thank you so much for watching, guys, or for listening. And I really hope that nothing came out the wrong way. I really just want to see South Africans win, especially South Africans who are trying. The fact that you're watching, you spent over an hour with me, you really want this, and you want 2025 to be the best year. And focus on these 5 things this year. Have a vision, focus on your vision. Save your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of income. Tackle your debt. Plan for retirement. And lastly, increase your income. If you have 2 incomes, try and get a third one. If you have 3 incomes, try and get a 4th one. I have 5 income, trying to get a 6th one. There's so much money on to be made. Thank you, guys. I'm going to sign out now. Are there any questions? Thank you, Namaz. You're welcome. Should we do this more? Should I do lives more? Or you prefer just a video, just a YouTube video recorded, edited, color graded nicely? The best place to save your emergency fund is Time Bank. I recommend Time Bank. More lives, okay? Siyabonga, you are welcome. Thank you, Noma, for this. Let's do more lives. Okay, more lives. More lives. Yes, more lives. Nice. Okay, I'm glad. And is this time fine? This is like a Saturday, the first Saturday of the month at 10 a.m. How's that? First Saturday of the month, 10 a.m. Got here late. So do you prefer evenings? First Saturday of the month in the evening? How can I reach out for you for retirement? Um, DM me or email me, shop at nomazdiary.com, or DM me. I'll check my DMs now. 10 is good. 10 is good. When reducing your car payment, it is best to reduce the installment or the term of the loan. Just reduce the balance you owe. When you reduce the balance you owe, it reduces the interest, and then you're not paying lots to the bank. Don't reduce installments unless obviously the installment is too high for you and you can talk to them. Like West Bank, I think they do some sort of a thing there. The term of the loan, if you reduce the term of the loan, the installments will go bigger. So just targets reducing the balance. Just pay extra, pay extra. The balance will go down, which means the interest rate is still the same, the installments is still the same, the term is still the same, but then the interest amount is no longer the same. So the interest is the same, but the amount that goes to interest. Remember the spreadsheet, it shows you how much is going into interest if it looks at the balance and the minimum payments. So if your balance goes down, so let's say for example your car was 250,000 and you're paying it off a 4,000 monthly installment. If you tackle it so hard this year, and by I don't know, by July the balance has gone down to like 120, your interest amount is no longer going to be 2,000 rand that was going into just interest. It's now like 800 rand that's going into interest, which means the bulk of the minimum payment is going to the car. Don't worry, I will save the live. I'll save the live, you can rewatch it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I really hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I'm going to upload another budget video, like a finance video today. And then tomorrow, I'm going to upload our Bible study video. We are going to be reading Genesis 37. I'm going to do a 7-day or 10 days. I'm going to do a 10-day journey of Bible study from Genesis 37 to Genesis 46. So you can start preparing, but I will upload the video tomorrow. Bye. This was nice. How do I end this now? I'll save the live.